I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. How exciting is this? To my knowledge, this is the first time somebody's crossed the Primotalii with another pod. So excited. Here's what the pepper it looks like. I'll explain what it is in just a second. This is a Primotalii that's been crossed with a BBM. All right, now for the sake of the example, this is not really a BBM, but we're going to pretend it is. This is a Primotalii. So what they essentially did was take this. This is the Mighty Mustache, by the way, and this is F1. I'm going to explain all this. He took this plant and he crossed it with this plant. All right, assuming this is a BBM. He took them and crossed this, and what happened was it created this. Now this is F1, which means it's the first year that there's been fruit from this combination. So this is F1. I'm assuming this is the type of phenotype he's looking for. Because what happens is the first year that this throws pods, they're gonna be all over the place in color and shape and size. It's super unstable. This is the phenotype that he selected. All right, now the reason this is significant is this is one of the hottest peppers in the world, and the BBM is an incredible pepper, like ridiculously brutal. I reviewed one recently that Mighty Mustache also grew. So to put those two together is super exciting, and to my knowledge, this is the first time someone's taken a Primotalii and crossed it with something, and he did it with a dandy. So this is F1. So what he's done is he's going to select some pods that have the shape that he likes. He's going to take those seeds and grow them out. When they grow out, that's called an F. All that fruit will be called F2. Okay. Now what that works is like there will be more pods. There'll be a few more pods look like this. Each time you do it, more and more pods will begin to look like the one he selected. So that by the time he gets to F8, all right, F8. What ends up happening is the pod is stable, meaning if you got a seed from an F8, once it's stabilized and you grew them all out, you had a bunch of seeds, they'd all look like this, or almost exactly like this, all right? Because this is the phenotype he's looking for. So right now, this is in F1 stage, which is amazing that I get a chance to. It's one of the beautiful things about what I do is that I get a chance to eat the most exotic stuff. Like I don't think there'll ever be a day, ever, period, where the stuff that I'm eating is ever going to be in a grocery store. You're going to have to know somebody who grows them. And listen, in every video I do, somebody will say, "Where can I get those?" You're not going to be able to get these for quite a while because he's growing it out and making it stable. But all of the other pods, the BBM, the Primotalii, all these other pods, you can get from growers. You just got to be connected. In every video that I do where there is a grower, I put the link to that grower in the description box. Yet every single time I do a video, someone will say, "Hey, where can I get those?" It's always in the description box. But anyway, I'm going to review this right now. So I'm hoping this is just a monster pod because in my opinion, the chocolate Primotalii is as hot as it gets. There are a few others that are about neck and neck, but it doesn't get hotter. So they've taken a Primotalii and crossed it with just an amazing pod. So this is a thrill and an honor. It's not been cut. I'm keeping it in the frame the whole time so that there's no. He trusts me. He never once said be careful with the seeds because I'm trusted. But nonetheless, I will do this out of respect. Oh my goodness. Look at the oil in the bottom. It's almost running. Do you see this? Hold on. Do you guys see it puddling right here? That's a puddle of capsaicin. It looks like it's gonna run out, like I'm not kidding you. Both sides are just oozing oil. I've only seen more oily pepper a few times. Doesn't that look crazy? And I wonder if I should take a picture of it. No, I'm not gonna, because in order to do that, I have to take it out of the camera frame. I'm not doing that. So here we go. No name for this yet. It's a Primotalii crossed with a BBM, and this is F1. Thank you, Mighty Mustache. Thank you guys for watching. Could this be the hottest pepper in the world? Could be. So let's find out. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. was the capsaicin quiver right there. It was very earthy, slightly smoky, not a strong, but a slight smokiness to it. Very floral. And the floral really came on hard at the end. Not a whole lot of bitterness. So I would have had a very difficult time swallowing that pepper 5 years ago. I've gotten to the point where I like floral, but I used to hate it. All right, so the heat on that, it's a throat burn. It's not getting my mouth at all. My mouth, there's no heat whatsoever in my mouth, like I didn't even bother chewing it. But my throat is getting blowtorched. It's beautiful. Still climbing, which is a good thing. Minutes ago, a non-chili head would have been freaking out. They would have, I don't think with a pod like this, anytime I talk about ultra hots, it's almost silly to give a non-chili head reference, because to a non-chili head, a habanero is a 10, and this is a little warmer than a habanero. It's the rate of climb has slowed down. Like when you first eat it, the rate of climb is really quick, and then it slows down. That's an indication to me that it's getting ready to peak. Because sometimes it just climbs and climbs and climbs really rapidly for a while. I love those. But the acceleration slowed down, and it's probably peaked. I think it's peaked. Yeah, it has. So it's on its way down, and knowing when it's peaked, it's something that just comes with over time. I've eaten thousands of peppers, so I just know. I know me, I know my body, and I know peppers. So, but it has that sinister chocolate burn. It really does. It's like just, man, chocolate pods burn you like it's personal. Like you did something to that pod, and they never forgot it. Like years and years ago when you were kids, you did something to that pepper. You threw a rock at it, did something, and it never forgot. And finally one day you're going to eat it. And it's payback. That's how that pepper behaves, man. It really, all chocolate pods do that. They have this nasty, it's a beautiful thing though. I love the burn of chocolate pods. And unfortunately, I've gotten to the point where I like the flavor of them. Okay, so it peaked for sure. It's on its way down. It's been on its way down for a bit. For a chili head, that's going to be you might have a couple chili heads that say it's a 7, but it's probably an 8 to 10. There are probably some chili heads out there that would say it's a 7, maybe even a 6 for a really hardcore chili head. But that's a screaming hot pot. It's not quite as hot as just the regular chocolate primatalis I've been eating, but it's a no-joke pepper. I've never eaten, and I'm not picking on the Reaper. I'm only picking on the Reaper because it's still what most of the population thinks is the hottest pepper. I've never eaten a Reaper that was as close as hot as that. So, but that's an F1, and what he's going to do is he's going to, like I said, in this next grow, he's going to look for the pods that have the shape he's looking for, and he's going to take the seeds from that and grow them out. He's going to keep doing that each time, getting the phenotype that consistent with what he's been doing, trying to get the same shape, right? And by the time season 8 happens, F8, it's done and it's stable. But this is a great pepper. It's got great parents. The genetics are spooky. I mean, a Primotalii and a BBM, it's crazy. So beautiful pepper, Mighty Mustache, you are a rock star. Thank you so much for sending this to me. That was an honor to eat. It was thrilling. Very, very hot pepper. Is it a world record breaker? I don't think so, but could it be? Sure. Because what happens over those 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and F8, he's picking the hottest ones, and he does it. It's a lot of trial and error, but I think it's got potential. It's a contender. Not now, but down the road it may be. So anyway, that was a great pepper. Thank you guys so much for watching. In the description box, you're going to see Mighty Mustache. Good friend of mine, a good guy, and a great grower. So check out his stuff. All right, there is the pepper. If you click the pepper, we're riding together. If you don't want to miss a video, don't miss a video. Click the bell for notification. You'll see a drop box happen. Select all, but really just visit us a lot so you don't miss anything. Get your bus pass. Hit the tab that says join. It is $4.99 a month, and there's a ton of content there. So please do it and enjoy. Thank you so much for your support. Right there is the Lifeboat, my brother Tommy's channel about living a sober, happy, victorious life after a stumble with a substance. So, you know, I if I can do it, you can do it. So if you or somebody you know has a problem, I urge you to go check out the Lifeboat. It's a live show. It happens twice a day. It's a life changer. More videos there. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this was Chase the Heat.